Hello, very good morning, dear students. And today we are going to learn about the syllabus, something about syllabus, and then we'll move towards the first chapter for semester 2, prescribed by the university for BA first year. In the syllabus, there are some sections, different sections are there, and that sections are prose, poetry, grammar, communication skill, as well as MCQ, that is the multiple choice questions. In prose, in the section of prose, there are 4 lessons. One is Aprojrd by Sudhamurti. Second one, prose, is Packing by J.K. Jerome. The third one is How I Became a Public Speaker by G.B. Shaw. And the last lesson is there in the section of prose is Values in Life. It is by the great writer Rudyard Kipling. In connection or in connectivity of the syllabus, we'll find that in the section of poetry, we have to learn only 3 poems. But these 3 poems are very effective, important, as well as these poems will lose their effect on our mind and heart for a very long time. And in that, we have Money Madness by D.H. Lawrence. Then No Men Are Foreign by James Kirkup. There is another one poem, and that will be the last poem. That is poem number 3. That is Another Sorrow, and it is a poem by William Blake. So, when we are learning about syllabus, when we are trying to understand the syllabus, we have to understand that how many chapters or what type of weightages is given to the different sections involved in the syllabus. So we have seen it clearly that for prose there are 4 lessons, and for poetry there are 3 poems only. As far as the section of grammar is concerned, we have to study the 2 main chapters in grammar. One of them is subject-verb agreement. This is the first. And the second one is verb. Forms of to be, do, have, and moral auxiliaries. These are some sub chapters in that. Okay. As far as the last section of syllabus is concerned, there is a very beautiful section, and that section is called as communication skill. Dear friends, nowadays it has become very important for every student to be good communicative, to be a good communicator. If we cannot communicate our ideas, our feelings, our emotions, our sentiments, and especially our thoughts, the people in the world cannot understand us. So it is very important for every student that he or she must be a good communicator. In respect with this holy intention, the university, while designing the syllabus, has given us this section, and we need to study here the different communication skills. So in that communication skill, there are three important topics. One is story building, second is e-communication. E stands for electronic, and in that there is email, there is a fax. These two things are there, about what we are very much familiar. And mail, checking mail, handling mail, or checking the mailbox, sending mail, replying mail, forwarding mail, and all the things we are familiar with that. Few years before, there was a fax system which was enabling the people to send the written message from one place to another. But after the technological enhancement and after the upgradation of the technology, and after getting the technology available to the common people, that fax method is likely to be finished. And now the people are very much using, you and me, we all know about WhatsApp. So the WhatsApp is there, the Facebook is there, Instagram is there, Twitter is there, and many more. So in that way, the communication has become day to day life matter, or we can say that communication has become very familiar to everybody. It's not so difficult for the people to communicate on electronic medium or electronic media, through electronic medium. So the point is that as far as the syllabus is concerned, because today we are thinking about the syllabus, as well as we are thinking about, then we will move for the first lesson, but let's we think or talk something about the syllabus. The last point in the communication skill, that is the third point, is that three sub chapters are there, that is the notices, the agendas, and the minutes. This is a written communication. Communication is divided into two parts, that is written communication and oral communication. When we are talking with the people on the telephone, we are making oral communication. But when the officers are speaking with their colleagues, or when the principal is talking with the students about the rules and the regulations of the institutions or something else, at the time the authorities are using their written communication form. So in that, the notices are written, some minutes are going to be written, agendas are formed. What is, you might have heard something about notices, because from your childhood you are continuously observing the notice boards, looking to the notice boards carefully for watching the notices displayed on it by the school authorities or the college authorities, and getting yourself aware about what is going on or what is to be happen. But the two concepts may seem difficult to you, and that is notices and agendas, or minutes and agendas. So the, what is agenda? Agenda is always prepared before the meeting. It is a outline, or it is an outline of the meeting, that on what topics or on which subjects the meeting is to be discussed by the members. The list of the subjects are given, that number 1, number 2, number 3. All the members are gathering in a hall and they are working on that. So to make the discussion decision oriented, try to understand this. When we have to make the decision oriented discussion, at that time the agendas are made, and in that agendas the list is done. So in that, that is called as agenda. After the completion of the meeting, when the members are leaving, the secretary of the organization or the secretary of the meeting who was taking the notes of said discussion prepared minutes. So what is minutes? Minutes of the meeting is the details of the happened discussion in the meeting, and point by point, one by one, that is mentioned by the, we can say, secretary, and the secretary is taking details in that. Whatever it may be, we'll discuss later about all that things when we'll move towards this topic. Today's discussion is not on the minutes and the agendas and all that things. Today's discussion is on different thing. But I wanted to say that it is about the syllabus and the first prose. So the point is that, dear students, as far as the syllabus is concerned, for 80 marks theory and 20 marks internal assessment, you have to prepare 4 lessons, 3 poems, grammar with 2 topics, and communication skill with 3 topics. And another point is there, that is called as the unit number 5, which we call that is MCQ. multiple choice questions. There will be 16 multiple choice questions, and that 16 multiple choice questions will appear in the question paper from the lessons prescribed for your study for semester 2. So these 16 marks for multiple choice questions make you compulsory to do the study of your textbook seriously. So I think that it is quite sufficient for you to understand the syllabus. We have compulsory English for 100 marks, 80 marks are for theory, 20 marks for internal assessment. In that internal assessment, you will have to prepare the assignment notebooks, the notebooks for the homework study, the presentations in the class, your involvement in the group discussion, your activeness in the presentations in the seminars, and your total behavior for the whole year in college. As well as it is also important that how much your activeness is shown by you in the curricular, extracurricular activities in college. So dear students, this is a discussion on the syllabus for semester 2 for compulsory English. Thank you very much.